The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Prescott. That's into a crowd, and now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Prescott pass intercepted.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Elliott is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gibson again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Slide for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Wentz to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Wentz. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this will be caught at the 30. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Wentz now on first down. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 16, Wentz. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Commanders get a bit closer. He's got it, so they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.